I had every intention of going into Darkest Dungeon first thing today, but we can still get back to it later. Maybe. Depends on how our progress in Elden Ring goes. Mainly I want to get to, well, my primary goal, ultimate goal is eventually, I need to get past mode. That's the there we go. Just need to find the right one. With the silly penis hat. Never gonna get over the silly penis hat. Silly penis hat. Bonk, 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 bonk. All right. Now we're gonna. Did we? Yeah, no, that's right. We found this place, but we never cleared it. So let's go and clear it. This should be childishly easy, like the last one that we did. Because I found it like way later in the game, obviously. Like we're sitting in like end game territory right now. This is kind of where I'm. Whoop! Oh, you fucking dick! I called him a dick. You're not immune from being a dick either. The fucking imps in these games. I don't think anybody likes them as enemies. I certainly don't. It's like they put themselves in like the most annoying positions, and then on top of that, like the way that they fight can be annoying too. Oh, well, that was just me not paying attention. Why is my physics selected? That's weird. Hey, look, there's our goal straight ahead. Can't get to it from this side though. We gotta go down the stairs, and there's a big fat fuck down there that we're gonna have to beat the crap out of. But thanks to this great sword that I have here, this big giant magic sword, as I've been calling it, in my tweets and in the stream title, I just want to run around this world and beat the crap out of things. Wow, that kind of. Am I fast rolling? There's no way I'm fast rolling. Okay, I was about to say, there's no fucking way. What? Huh? I see you over there. Whatever. That guy is so tanky that, like, even though I'm like basically like 100 levels beyond the difficulty. Oh, hi. Like, this is supposed to be like a low level area that you go to. This is in the Liurnia region. So they're not really supposed to be super tough, but these guys are fucking tanky as hell. They're not as bad as the sewer ones, obviously, but all the... Hey, thank you for appraising my message. Okay, I got 9, so I think we'll be fine. That. Let's get the fuck on with this game. Whoop. Hi, I see you there. Oh, good. Yeah, thank you, game. Lock up my controls until I press triangle or X. Not any button, but specifically one of those two buttons, because somebody had a stroke while fucking programming this game, apparently. And they decided that the stupidest plan of attack was the best. And that plan of attack being to lock your controls. Like if you just press like R1 or something, and it's like, okay, like press any button to make the prompt go away. That seems logical and normal. I was hoping to get that swing off in time. Spoiler alert, I did not. Alright. Let's see what we can see from up here. Oh my god, what? Alright. You want the bonk, you're gonna get the fucking bonk. Come here, your friend's about to get fucked in the ass too. Fuck off! God, those guys are so annoying. Oh, you want some too, huh? Okay, there you go. Eat shit and die. If it's not obvious, I'm a little bit frustrated today. I spent my entire workday fighting with some CSS that would not properly render, and was forced to shove a bunch of form fields into a goddamn table. Now, that probably didn't mean much of anything to anybody but me, but basically a page was not rendering the way I wanted it to, and had to use a kind of hacky way to get around it. And I'm just not familiar enough with the project yet to try anything too fancy to get around it. And there's a good chance that there's some JavaScript that's getting in the way too. But it's just been like kind of frustrating to essentially to battle with this damn website. Like, I have everything done, but for some reason when the site renders, it doesn't render properly, as in. And so, like, I guess my next step on Monday is just going to be to run the site locally, inspect element to see what's happening to the CSS. But it's just been... That was also my fault. Okay. Bye. Bye. Man. Oh, wonderful. The prattling pate things are such weird items. Interesting, you had to put your sword away to pick up the... Well, it is a hefty beast bone. I guess you need both hands to firmly plant it inside your asshole, because there's no fucking logical way that somebody is carrying all of this in their inventory. There's no pack or anything else, so it's like apparently there's just a big empty void in your fucking crack. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there like that. Be wary of liar. No door ahead. That person's not a liar. I'll prove it. Ta-da! I might need to get my caffeinated water. In the meantime, normal water. I don't know what the hell is going on today. I woke up this morning and my brain was like, no, you want to go back to sleep. And I was like, I mean, that's every day for me, but it hit extra hard today when my alarm went off. I was like, really? I didn't feel like I got any sleep. I had a great night. I'm not like stressed or anything. For some reason, I didn't wake up feeling rested. It's the first time that's happened in like a long time. That used to be like a common occurrence. I'm still dealing with a bunch of PTSD bullshit. Alright, what's this? Old Fang. Utterly useless, thank you. Oh, and look, there's the thing that blocks all commands. You can do this. All it does is it lets you do these. And it's not going to go away. These are the only commands it responds to, and these two buttons. These two buttons won't do anything. None of these will do anything. R1 and L1, L2, L1, L2, those won't do anything. You have to press specifically X or triangle. From Software, if you see this, fucking clip that, fucking patch that shit. God damn. Nobody likes that. There's not a single player that's like, yes, that is a good idea. I'm really glad From Software made it to where our actions are blocked when we pull a fucking lever that we, you know, essentially pull like 8 billion fucking times doing all these goddamn dungeons. There's no sane player on this planet that's like, yes, this is a good decision. Patch that shit out to where any button clears the prompt. And also doesn't block your actions from fucking going. Oh. Woo! Oh, well, that was way too early. It's not like I'm gonna be struggling here. And, yeah. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, return to the entrance. I probably should have just warped back to the... Yeah, warped back to the site of grace. That would have been... It's a loading screen either way. But let's now mark that as complete. And wow, that map is bright. Capital B bright. Oh my god. I did that one, right? Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go on a bit of a journey. Ultimately, our goal is gonna be somewhere around here, but I'm gonna place a marker here because I know that there is something there for sure. Go ahead and zoom along. We're actually taking this route legitimately now. We're not just doing this to go spawn the thing and go tee. This is a free 2,000 runes though, so why would I say no to that? It's like the bird. The bird is a free, what is it, 10,000 runes? Jeez, that is... It's insane to think about how much that bird actually gives you. I understand why people farm it. They don't want to sit there and like have to play through the entire game beating all the bosses to get like a PvP build or something like that. Here you go, Torrent. Enjoy your raisins. Your rider wasn't paying attention to their surrounding. That's a fucking... Oh look, I found it. Yep. I don't know what's in here. I don't know if I've ever found this before. So, this is brand new. I found this on my Stronkenbonk character that I've been playing offline, not on stream. And again, I'm probably over-leveled for this, but we're going to do it all the same because I found it. And it's a collection of runes that we can get. And maybe some items, who knows. I don't know what to expect or find in there. Oh look, it's another bear. Bye. Let's see if he was maybe guarding the entrance to another secret dungeon. I had no idea about. I was almost spot on with that Grace location too. So many sites of Grace. I'm still debating on whether or not we want to go through the entirety of Volcano Manor or utilize this. What's this? Oh. Ew. I thought this was a new route. I got a little bit turned around and discombobulated. That'll happen. Yeah, I came into today thinking, yeah, I want to play some more Darkest Dungeon. Like, I was fucking loving that. I didn't want to stop playing it last night, but like I said, I got kind of agitated at the CSS that I was working with at work today. And by the end, I was just like, I really need to hit something very, very hard in a video game to kind of just blow off that. Excuse you? Run away. I hear you. Alright, you know what? This guy's being a piece of shit. Yeah, come here. You want to shoot sound waves at me, huh? Whoop. Nope. Nope. You stay away. Fucking really sound waves. We're gonna fucking. All right, and we have completed. We have emerged. I correct myself. Now we have emerged victorious. I was about to say we emerged victorious over the entire cave. That is it. We can go home now. We have proved our justice. We are great warriors. Oh, that was already on. Jesus. This got used to just like the normal torchlight. Another character. What on earth? Wait a second. We came out from here. Is this one of those like always fatty? Nope. Nope, this is something. Maybe later when I have checked out the other paths that I can actually fucking return from. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Like down this little hole. What's in here? Oh. Okay, put something into his chest. What's all this? Old Goat's Talisman. What the fuck? I've never seen this thing. Oh. Okay. That's cool. Check my poise. Okay. I just wanted to see if my poise was high enough to actually prevent me from getting interrupted. Let me fix something real quick. Over there we go. Okay. While I'm here. There we go. Okay. Cool. Just making sure. You guys should probably not follow me around. If you get in my way, it's gonna be very bad for your health. Okay, so we found. Okay, so that hole in the ground we found is the correct way forward. Got it. Thanks. There's a bunch of bones. I guess this is where the bear poo-pooed all of his stuff. Behold, a lyre. Is the lyre that resource that I just picked up? Elden Ring and Dark Souls dogs. Which reminded me I should probably touch on a promise that I made. I remember stating, clear as day, if I hit affiliate, I will play Dark Souls 2. I have not forgotten this. Far from it, I remember vividly thinking to myself, once I got that email, this is good news, but crap, I have to play Dark Souls 2. I think I should probably mention when I'm going to fulfill that promise. It'll be after we're done with Elden Ring DLC. Basically, it's going to be a straight shot through the game. I'll take out as many bosses as I can tolerate, but we will... My goal is, or my, you know, I will consider the promise fulfilled when credits roll. I can beat Dark Souls 2. That's not the hard part. The hard part is enduring Dark Souls 2. I'm not trying to like tell people who like the game that they're wrong for liking it. You know, like whatever you liked, but there are better games. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ, man. It's like impossible to fucking... Get the fuck over here, you little fucking shithead. Oh my god. That throwing knife shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Just non-stop. Wow, that was aggravating. Alright, now we go. Boom, 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 boom. The loading screen either way, I might as well recharge all my Estus and or healing items. Whew. I almost died during that. I guess I'm not as overleveled as I thought. Okay. I don't know what we were doing, like why we're out and about doing all this shit. That's probably going to be the most frustrating Everjail that I have to do out of all the ones that remain. But there's one here. I don't know what who this is, but... I do not like this castle. But... And we don't have to beat this castle to beat the game. We have to go this way. To this guy. This guy being the guy in here. He's big, angry, he screams a lot, and he rolls around a lot. And sometimes he goes, "Rah!" And then, like, you know, poops fire everywhere. I'm sure my imitation was spot on with him going, "Rah!" He does he says that too. He says it just like that. He says, "Rah!" And then fire appears. It's the fire giant. I don't know if there's anybody on the planet who thinks the fire giant is a good boss fight. Moog is a good boss fight. I'm probably gonna yell about him and call him a cheating whore and all sorts of other horrible names. And that'll probably begin today. Like if I'm that what I think it is. No, it's worse. The giant and bird fighting over there for whatever reason. Enjoy your combat, buddies. I'm gonna just pretend that you're not real. Oh, good. It's a blood user. Whoop. Now that was your fucking mistake, buddy. This is what I think of blood builds. Oh, and that's what people use to defeat Melania with. I think it's been nerfed since that became that used to be like the strat. Do you just want to beat Melania? You don't want to like learn the fight at all or do anything cool or like, you know, actually be good against her. You just want the trophy. There you go. Use Rivers of Blood. From what I heard, you just spam the shit out of it. Plus 12. As well, while we're here, I see you up there, Mr. Butterflies. Alright, I guess there's no avoiding this anymore. Alright, now it's time to go into this big fucking castle. And it really is a fuck you castle. The castle, like, it might as well just have fuck you written in giant letters along. Ooh. No. That. I did not mean to do that. Although, where is that? That's not too... oh my god, that was actually almost spot on. Okay. Kind of proud of myself for that one. Like, roughly in this area... Okay. Yeah. We definitely gotta take this guy out. If he's just gonna be harassing us the entire Tibia and Mammoth fight, you know, yeah, fuck this guy. Ow! You wanna, like, how the fuck are you actually hitting me? What? Okay. Hit the fucking douche canoe. Bye. There's gonna be more. Okay, great, awesome, thanks. Beast Eye Quivers. Quiver less. Whoop. Okay, that was interesting to behold. Oh no. Yep. Run away. Oh god. Okay, get off the fucking horse. Whoop. Oh my god, that fucking peck. It stunned me. Usually don't deathrite birds only come out at night? The fuck is that doing out during the daytime? Neat. Well. Why was it growing after the fact? Whoop. Well. I think we're gonna say no thanks to the... Yeah, no, I don't feel like dealing with... There's a reason I haven't been seeking out the deathrite birds. And I think we just saw in one single fight, every single fucking reason I avoid the deathrite birds. So I'm gonna grab these. And you are gonna fuck yourself. You have fun over there. You go fight whoever the fuck you want to fight, but it ain't gonna be me. The fuck? Nope. Bye. You're an open world boss, and I do not like the deathrite birds at all. Maybe if I get like to a point where I'm insanely overpowered or something like that, I'll come back here and I'll whoop his ass. But I do not like fighting those things at all. There's nothing pleasant about them. I have had Bernie asshole Ring of Fire shits that have been less painful than dealing with that fucking shithead. Sit down and rest here. And level up one whole frickin' time. One time. Fantastic. One whole level? I'm impressed. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Castle Sol. It's bad. Okay, I guess pressing R1 near the glowing spot doesn't work anymore if you want to riposte. If somebody would have told me they patched out riposting. Oh, hi. Deserved. Now I get more Somber Smithing Stones. I need Somber... I don't need Somber 7. I need Somber 9. Something in... And this is kind of why I'm pushing the... whatchamacallit? The main story forward, basically. I'm not worrying about Moog, is because I want my weapons maxed out before we get into the DLC. Just in case we find like some really cool weapons. Like cool DLC weapons or something like that. I don't know what to expect from the DLC. From what I've heard, like Miyazaki was talking about how there's going to be like Sekiro like progression, and that kind of has me curious as to like, is it going to be its own like separate, like, what's that going to look like? Like all the talk I've heard is like your level really doesn't matter. They said anywhere between 100 and 150 should be more than enough, then like, so you don't need to worry about being like over leveled, and that over leveling really isn't going to be a concern because of the way they put progression into the DLC. And so like I said, I'm very concerned, not concerned, curious. I'm not concerned. This is From Software. There's one constant in my life. It is that From Software delivers games that I enjoy. Even back in the day, I enjoyed the Kingsfield games. That's because we didn't really have better at the time just yet. So I enjoyed them for what they were. Little fantasy RPGs, worlds that you can just explore, and like, you know, it was very much a proto Dark Souls series. You can see a lot of inspirations that were taken from Kingsfield games. Like the combat was very deliberate and intentional. You could easily play Kingsfield and see, okay, I see how they got Dark Souls from this. I'm sorry, no, not Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Specifically Demon Souls. I'm sorry, fucking what? Who? Oh, hi. Nee, 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 nee. Oh. Oof. Not gonna do it. Miss. What? Where'd you go? Like, where'd you go? Alright, well, I'll just destroy this so you can't attack me with it. The food just, the fucking dude just pops up out of fucking thin air. Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. Right, slide down here. And we found a painting. How nice. What a lovely painting. It looks like 15 different million locations that could be at. I kind of do want to look up, because I don't know if I've ever found like the paintings caches. Like apparently you're supposed to find like a cache of items if you locate where the painting is showing you. That's it. There you go. Oh my god, that scared the fucking piss out of me. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? I heard like I was like, my brain was like, what's that squeaking noise? Apparently it was Cancer Bird. Cancer Bird. It's Cancer Bird because it's attacks. It's like experiencing cancer. You feel sick and gross, and you're just like, why? Why is this enemy like this? Again, it's another addition that I don't think anybody really was like, oh my god, that's a game changer. Flying enemies. No. Nobody thought that. And it seems like Miyazaki really has his heart set on having actual flying enemies. From the start of the Souls series until to this very game. This game itself. He had the man-eaters and the gargoyles in the Tower of Latria in Demon Souls, the first, first of many games. Their Dark Souls 2 had the gargoyles, but that, like, yeah, flying enemies. Calamite. If you don't use the giant to get her on the ground, she's, I think, actually. He will fly around. Basically, he'll fly around the entire fight and just cover the ground and the black fire that he uses. Because he is Black Dragon Calamite, and he's a bitch. For the longest time, I thought Calamite was a she. I don't know why. But it's just like the shape of the head and everything made me think that gave me like, oh, that's a female. Kind of gave me those types of vibes. Okay. There you are. Come here. How are you hitting through? You've clearly gotten tired of being alive. Oh god. Oop. Whoop. No, you don't. Not today. I say not today because this fucking shithead absolutely needs a great sword shoved up his ass. It just makes me feel bad. Look at that. Entire torso gets consumed by the size of this fucking blade. We're gonna go ahead and just like light this. We're not gonna rest at it, but we're gonna light it at least. So like if the worst comes to pass, that's a tease. The worst will come to pass while we're here. I know exactly when it will come to pass. Allegedly. There's a good chance I may not be having that skill issue anymore. But I don't know. I remember the first time I found this place, I was frequently aggravated. The second time I came to this place, I was less aggravated. And it seems to go down each time. And now that I've gotten out of that headspace of, oh, well, I can't use magic because, you know, people are going to call me a cheater. Or, oh, I can't use this or that X, Y, or Z because people will call me a cheater. I've gotten out of that headspace. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm going to play the way I want to play. And it's not cheating. If I installed like Cheat Engine or something like that, then yeah, absolutely call me out for it. But see what you're doing. You're putting yourself on a bridge, and that's not a wise. Are you kidding me? He fucking teleported behind me. That's what I was waiting for. That felt good. Bye. Still believe they are the worst type of enemy in the Souls games. I challenge anybody who watches these videos. Tell me what, like, name a worse enemy than the dogs. It has to be an enemy that's in every single Souls game and is also consistently bad across every single Souls game. Those are the rules. Name a worse enemy. I'll wait. You're not going to be able to. Because the dogs, it's just like from Dark Souls up until like even in this game, they're not good. They just turn into these flying hitboxes that can just endlessly fling themselves at you over and over and over again. All you can do is either, you know, block it or take damage. And it's that you know, they don't play by the same rules that we do issue that I have. And that's a consistent thing with enemies that I don't like, actively don't like, is that, you know, when I first started playing these games, a lot of what I liked about it is it felt like you were on an even playing field. You were both playing by the same rules. You had health and stamina. And it was not only your job to maintain your health and stamina, but it was also up to the enemy to utilize their health, their stamina, and their moveset to best you. You know, think of it like almost like a tutorial for PvP. No, not anymore. Now enemies just go on these endless attack sprees because it looks cinematic and it looks cool. I want to take a look at that. There's a lot of... They made a big deal about that item. Oh yeah, and then there's this one. So yeah, you basically you put this on and then you just use that skill over and over and over and over again, as far as I understand, against Melania. At least that's how it used to work. I don't think it works that way anymore. I'm pretty sure Rivers of Blood got nerfed into the ground. And it's because they nerfed bleed builds as a whole into the ground because PvP was flooded with them. And nobody wanted to play PvP when... Anyways, sword, and treasure of Castle Soul that depicts an eclipsed sun drained of color. One of the legendary armaments. In Soul, the sight of an eclipse inspired dreadful awe, preventing an onlooker from averting his gaze. Death Flare. Set the lustreless sun ablaze with the prince's death flames, inflicting the death ailment upon foes. Follow up with an additional input to bring down the armament, triggering an explosion. Okay. See how far we can get with this. Jesus. Ah, there it is. Nope. You can hear, they're persistent little bastards. No hugs from you. Those little shitheads scare the fucking piss out of me. It's like dead silent. You just hear that fucking clanking noise 3 times over. Or whatever the fuck you want to call that noise. Holy shit. Alright. Oh, hi. Get off my screen. Thank you. Hey, you. Shit. Whoop. Really fucking not okay. Stamina helps. Did not relent up. Did not let up on that onslaught of blows. Just kept thinking to myself, break his guard, break his guard, break his guard. I didn't break his guard, but I fucking broke his face. I wonder if I switch over to that, but I would definitely be on a heavy load. Uh-oh. Well, let's activate this shortcut. So now, when we die to this boss, we'll just come along this path. Come down here. And then ta-da! Site of Grace without those enemies that we just dealt with. We still have a little bit left of the castle to explore though. And this, beating this castle, beating the boss here, this will unlock a huge, basically the rest of the game. Almost. We're not going to see the rest of the game until after the DLC. Basically, everything from, like, we're not going to go over here, and we're not going to go here until after the DLC. But we got all of this. And whatever we decide to do in Volcano Manor. Okay, so that is now down like that. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Church of the Eclipse. All right. And on that note, it's time for a short break. I'm going to run a few minutes of ads. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to be here for them. But they do prevent pre-rolls. So I'm going to run some ads, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. It's a good time to go stretch, use the restroom, whatever you feel you may need to do. Now is the best time to do it. And I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Wow, I am sorry about that. Oh my goodness, we lost 15 minutes off of our current stint of gaming. I guess this will probably be the last day I ever eat Popeyes. I mean, like, quite legitimately, I'm never going to touch Popeyes ever again for the rest of my life. My stomach still hurts. I am still dealing with pain from eating Popeyes. I'm convinced of it. Every time, well, not every time, no, but most of the time when I eat Popeyes, I experience a fair amount of stomach pain, cramps, and then, you know, then there's the what I call the ring of fire in an attempt to not be gross and disgusting. That guy. All right. Yeah. My stomach hurts. Nothing about this feels at all like something I want to experience again. Ever. And this is probably something I'm never going to want to experience again either. We'll see. Get him. I can't just not stream because my stomach hurts. Like, that would be... How much of a weak person do you have to be like, oh, sorry, I have a tummy ache. Stream canceled. Imagine if, like, I did this for a living and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna give up on 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours of fucking income because my tummy hurts. It's like, no, I'm gonna fucking power through it, but Jesus, man. Never eat Popeyes. That's my advice to the rest of the world. Their biscuits are amazing. But, man, the service I received today at Popeyes, Poopeyes, as I'm going to start calling them now because, well, the quality of the service received is that of poop. It's Poopeyes, not Popeyes. Poopeyes. I'll deal till that here in just a moment. I just kind of want to get a you know, take stock of my surroundings. The fact that I'm about to get rat jammed. Rat jam. No. Oh, it's a gangbang. Woo! Whoop. Drink up. Holy fuck, man. Fucking true Elden Lord right here. These fucking rats. This one's not, though. He just sat in here and like, you know what? That giant human's probably gonna win. I wouldn't be surprised if the pain I'm experiencing right now is food poisoning. It legitimately hurts so bad right now. Yeah, I would not be surprised if what I'm experiencing is food poisoning. I hope it's not. I would like to continue to, you know, do this. This being play the game. Man. Do I even have to level up? I do. So, while we wait and see, because I don't want to have like a you know, bathroom emergency and have to run up and leave in the middle of a boss fight. So, I'm gonna sit here for a moment and recount what happened today when I went to go get dinner. I was initially thinking, oh, I'll go to McDonald's because, you know, that's quick and easy, and I didn't set anything out to eat. I didn't feel like having like a grilled cheese sandwich or anything like that. In retrospect, probably wouldn't have been a great idea, but I didn't do that. So, I went to Popeyes because I was like, I haven't been to Popeyes in a little while. And for the most part, it had actually been pretty good lately. Like, you know, service was friendly and, you know, all that shit. I go to Popeyes. Well, first of all, I placed my order online because you get points for ordering. Yeah, oof. You get points for ordering stuff, ordering your food online. You can then use those points, and I will say this is one thing that Popeyes does right. Maybe I just shouldn't order from this Popeyes, the one near me. I have to drive a bit further out to Middlefield Road, I think. Anyways, so I place my order online. I go to my car and drive out there. And I see there's like a line of 3 people. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll wait until they're gone before I come in and be like, all right, give me my food. I'm here for a pickup. No, doesn't matter. So I go and I you know, everybody else places their order and they all get their food and they leave. They're gone. Now it's just me. I'm just like, yeah, pick up for, we'll just use my screen name, my online handle. Pick up for the Muslims. And they're like, they're just like, and then they point to something and then say a bunch of stuff in Spanish, and I didn't understand what they're saying, so I was just like, all right, they're talking amongst themselves. I hope they didn't expect me to understand that. And so I just stood back. I was like, okay, they've acknowledged it, and I guess they didn't start the order until I had gotten there, which, again, I think that's really shitty. First and foremost, you get an order and you fill that order, especially if it's like marked for like ASAP pickup, like, you know, they're on their way to come pick it up. Have it ready for them when they get there. That's the whole point of doing that. They didn't do that. No. So it's like, okay, whatever. Fine. Another guy comes in, places an order, gets his food, and fucking leaves. I notice this, and I look up at them, and I'm giving them the stink eye at this point. Like, and they're like, oh, we're having to make your food. And it's like, all right, fucking whatever. Like, whatever you have to tell yourself, fucking idiot. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I was sitting there like scrolling on Reddit or some shit while I was waiting for my food to show up. And look over again, they're like, can we give you know, I ordered a 5-piece chicken tenders with mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and biscuit for my sides and a large Coke. They're like, can we give you a mild one instead of a spicy one? It would just be the one. I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever, fine. Like, whatever gets me my food so I can go home and fucking eat and be ready in time for stream. So, I'm like, sure, whatever, fine, don't care. They continue doing whatever the fuck it is that they're doing. It wasn't preparing my food. That much was clear as day to me. We're gonna watch the lightning storms as I tell this story. So I'm like, alright, they're preparing my food, cool, it'll be ready soon, whatever. Like I said, during all of this, another person came in, got their order, got their food, and left. So at this point, I was about to approach the counter and say, excuse me, I've seen people come in and fucking leave. I've been waiting here for about 10 minutes, and I haven't gotten my fucking order that I placed 10 minutes before I got here. Like, that's not sane. They weren't busy. They had a total of 5 people come in over the course of 10 minutes. As somebody who's worked fast food, it takes about 30 seconds to take an order. It takes about maybe a minute to prepare that order. So a minute and 30 seconds, that's about 5 minutes tops. I'll even give them the benefit of the doubt, 7 or 8 minutes. Okay, cool, whatever. And So I look up and this lady just looks over at at like something near her on the counter, and then looks over at me and then says, "Wasn't it?" And I was like, I just nodded. I wasn't about to say words because I could tell that she knew that I was like actually legitimately annoyed. And she just kind of like nudged a bag closer to me. I'm standing on the other fucking like way the fuck away from the counter and the register, and she's kind of pushing the forward like, oh yeah, it's right here. We didn't bother to tell you that it was ready. We thought you would see the bag and know that it was for you. Like, what the fuck? They didn't even have the drink out, like the cup for me to fill my drink. I went up there and I had to say, you know, where's my drink? And she walked over and like, oh, okay, yeah, you had to ask for it for like the fucking brain rot I experienced in that place. It was like, as I left, I was just like, I don't think I ever want to go there again, specifically that Popeyes. I get home, and you know, for the most part, the food tasted like Popeyes tastes. But I ordered chicken tenders, right? And it was mostly right. I got 4 chicken tenders and a bone-in chicken wing. And now I'm concerned that I might have food poisoning. Poor service. Took a long time for them to fill the order. The food wasn't correct. They didn't give me a utensil either. So, like, if I wasn't coming home, I'd have just had to fucking eat those mashed potatoes, like, lick them out of the fucking bowl, out of the little container. Or eat it with my fucking hands. They did the bare minimum of bare minimum. And it's times like that where it's like, you know, I'm all for raising the minimum wage. Because, you know, nobody should have to starve just because they're bad at a job. But this is one of those scenarios where it's just like, yeah, you guys are fucking bad at this. And I'm surprised y'all are still in business. Alright. Yeah, we're about to lose 13,000 fucking runes. Let's just go in. Deal with his little summon buddies. Woo! Ow. Yep. Damn near one shot. Of course, I was trying to, like, I was just trying to get off that damage before. That might be possible solo, but maybe I could cheat. Just get this fight done with. Right. So yeah, that was an instance of like, how the fuck are you guys still in business if this is how you're running your business? It wasn't like there was nothing good about that experience. Yeah, it was just, everything about it was unpleasant. God, just thinking about how I felt earlier just now. It might have just been gas that I was feeling earlier, the stomachache that I just had when I was telling that story. And then I had like a huge burp, and now I'm feeling better a little bit. Alright, let's get in here. Whoop. Well, shit. That was completely by accident. Holy shit! What the fuck was that? Alright, yeah, no, I am now annoyed. Not angry. Remember, not angry, just annoyed. Um, yeah. I think it's time to say fuck this fight. Yep. I kind of also want to. Well, wait, no, it's that's who it was. You know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes first. I might start playing around with the. I think I should just start fucking around with Spirit Ashes, just to like, just out of spite. Of like, you know, fuck all the people that like call that shit cheating. Like, I would love for them to like to make these claims in front of like Miyazaki, who you know, obviously, you know, he worked hard on this game and added all these elements in, and then to go and turn around and see the entire community ignore all of these elements, saying that they're bad and it's cheating and you're wrong for using it. It's like, who the fuck are you to tell me how to enjoy my game? Like, Miyazaki obviously is going to dictate that. He fucking made the goddamn game, but don't presume to fucking tell me that I can't use something just because you don't like it. That's a fucking touch grass moment right there. I mean, he gets to summon people, so why can't I? Shit! I fucked up bad. Heal. What the fuck? I need to go back and check that out, watch that. Like, what the fuck killed him? Did he cast, like, Frozen Mist himself, and then that, like, just killed him? Oh, also, um, if you don't want to, like, actually try, is it here? Yep. It's, like, somewhere, like, along that area over there. There's a thing on the ramparts, like a place on the ramparts where you can stand. And you can angle an arrow just right so it'll come in and plop, land right here where the dude stands. You did it? Good on you. I've never done it, but I've seen people do it where they just shoot poison arrows into this arena and pop them to death. Pull up. There we go. That's it. Everything else is going into intelligence and then faith. But I am going to level intelligence before I do anything with faith. Faith might be like a stat that I level up during the DLC or some shit. Although I don't even know if I'm going to get 20 more levels before I hit the DLC. I am leveling intelligence up to 80. Faith is going to go up to 20. So that's 20 more levels for faith, and then another. What's my? I'll need the rest of the grace to find out what my base levels are for faith. But faith is just to have some certain sorceries that require a certain amount of faith. Like that's the whole reason I'm leveling faith, is for them. There we go. Is time. So yeah, with fights like that, like fights like certain boss fights, I won't bring like spirit ashes into them because I enjoy doing the fight solo. But then there's fights like there we go. Hoist secret medallion. But then there's fights where like they summon shit in, and like that commander fight I don't like doing at all. I've never enjoyed it. And that last encounter where I died before I did any damage to him at all, because the dude just kept, that same thing that gets on my nerves. It kept attacking over, 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 and just did not stop. It's like, cool, thanks. I'm glad you can do that. I know I can't, but I'm glad you can just do whatever the fuck you want whenever you want for the sake of cinematic. I think a good example of like doing it right would be like Melania, for example. She doesn't go on endless attacking sprees. She has waterfowl, which is a problem, but I don't really like. It's whatever with waterfowl. Come on, cinematic. Jeez, just to load you into a different area. Yeah, waterfowl is Melania's curse, I guess, is probably the best way to put that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Hidden path is probably the correct term. I would use the term, fuck this place. And that's invisible floors. Beast eye quivers, you say? Quiver me timbers. If you're not subtle up there, oh, hi. The fuck is a warming stone? And why was that hidden behind a gigantic fucking octopus? Okay. This is the hidden path. Yeah, I'd say that's the definition of horse shit. Like I said, this place is fucking cursed. Let's go again. Yeah, got it. Quivers. Alright. And this fucking guy. There are 3 of them? Yeah, there were. Holy Jesus, man. Fucking death incarnate right there. Like, what the fuck? Well, you guys are about to have a very bad day. And I'm gonna make sure of it. Those other 2 are fine. They're just being their normal annoying shithead selves. But those 2 fucking hit heaps. I choose my words carefully. Really? Just infinite range, huh? Pretty sure if I used that spell, it wouldn't go that far. Catching him in the air like that, that was kind of funny. That. Alright, well. Since you're gonna be an annoying fucking pest this entire fucking time I'm trying to do this. Oh no, you don't have your giant octopus meat shield to defend you. What are you gonna do? I have one small suggestion for what you can do. You can eat shit. You can eat an entire bag of fucking penises. And you are getting the special treatment. A one-on-one smackdown. Wow. Fuck off, you fucking annoying piece of shit. Jesus Christ. Imagine being small, difficult, hard to hit, hard to spot, and also having giant, super powerful, ranged attacks. Must be nice living in that world where you get all the benefits and everybody else can just fuck off. There you go. That's what they deserve. They deserve no less than that. You get shoved into the ground and have a giant greatsword shoved through the back of their fucking head. Oh, that's the way out. Well, I'll light the grace. But we have Deathroot to discover. Oh yeah, the ovary. We gotta collect the ovary. Well, Silver Scarab. That's a helmet, right? Oh, I guess that's a talisman. That's the runes, more runes talisman. Yo, no, item discovery. Really? Item discovery? I thought that was the gold scarab. Really don't like this. The two of those little shitheads were just waiting there. The fuck was that noise? Sounded like something made a popping noise. Really? Fuck you, dude. I think I need to contact the leasing office about my neighbors. Upstairs. Neighbors. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing every fucking step that they take. I've been quiet about it, patient about it. Like when they moved in, God, it sounded like they were using bowling balls as shoes while playing fucking basketball with bowling balls. It was beyond obnoxious. Alright, is that it for annoying enemies that are waiting for me down there? Yes. We'll jump down over here. No. Go, just shove that straight to the fuck face. For an old fang. You put on 2 vulgar militia for 6 old fangs. And I just realized why we will be going through Volcano Manor. I've made my decision in that area. So I guess that's where we're probably going to go. You know what? That'll be our reward for defeating mode, is moving on to Volcano Manor. Right now, I'm just like opening up the world, basically. Collecting maps and shit. Did they get spells? Why should I get spells? That's like the counterpoint I like to use when people are like, using spells is cheating. It's like, well, the enemies get to use them. It's like, well, yeah, it makes it more challenging that they can use them, but you can't. Like, first off, while a lot of people do play the game for the challenge, and I'll never try and take that away from them, not everybody plays games to get their shit kicked in constantly. Like when I play Darkest Dungeon, for example, I'm all for it. You want to fuck my life up? Let's go. But not with not with the Souls games. The Souls games, I like to find clever ways to get around the challenge being presented to me. Not just sit there and beat my head against a wall until the wall crumbles. If I wanted to do that, I just got to do my job. That's coding for me. That was coding for me today. That's why I'm playing this game. It's because I want to fucking beat the shit out of some stuff and use that to like blow off some steam. Just Excuse me. What sniper? There's no sniper if you're paying attention to your surroundings. Okay. Oh. I thought it was going down. What are you, huh? Well, I want to check something first. Before I go through that window. And that is... what's up here? Okay. And also... is there something underneath? The answer is no. So we go out the window. So like I was talking about earlier with the spirit ashes and stuff like that, I won't use them on like bosses that I'm having fun with. But like, there are certain bosses in this game that I would say are bad or not fun boss fights. And I'll definitely, like, I wouldn't mind using a little bit of a help just to get past those guys. For example, like Moog, I don't think is a bad boss. Melania certainly is not a bad boss. She's actually a really good boss. Artist in the game as well. Think about, like... surprisingly enough, the gimmick boss fight in this game I find to be even like not that bad. He's not as bad as like, you know, Bed of Chaos. I'm trying to think like what the gimmick boss fight in Dark Souls 2 is. I don't know if they have one, and I would say that might be like their one saving grace. They don't have a shitty annoying gimmick boss fight. There are a lot of random dudes in suits of armor, though, and for some reason, Ornstein's hanging out in fucking Drang Lake with no explanation as to why the fuck he's there. Okay. So... what am I missing in the hidden path to the Halen Tree? Up. And... Alright. We ride the Elevator. Elevator. You can go back down. Clearly, I need to join item crafting. I can make one of these. 3 of them, really? How many do I have? 15. I might start making those too. Continuous fire damage. So we got acid mist, temperature fervor, and poison mist. Okay. Okay. So go back down here. This is item required ahead. there another illusory wall? Whoop. Yeah, okay. Not seeing anything else to do out here. Maybe it's not in there. It's right. I don't want to talk about it. Really, that scales with strength. Interesting. That a what? What did you say? Monarch ahead. Likely mimicry. Oh, that's what you're gonna do. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna punish you for that. Damn it. Off. Bye. Ooh, Black Flame Monk Amon. And give me my death root. I knew it was in here. All right, let's finish completing the map. The entire map. Oh. Consecrated snowfield. I'll call that the consecrated nope field. Give horse. Horse go. Go, horse, go. Follow the lights. They will lead you to bliss. Where we can sit down and we can level up our intelligence again. Yay! Damage go up. 2 whole fucking points. Okay, what? I hear you. A woo. Oh. How about no? Uh-huh. Need to find it. Woo! I don't think that was intended, but I can see clearly now. The bullshit's gone. No, I'm looking for the guy with the horn. But it might be you, yes. You lived? Can we talk about what just happened there? Oh, for one, that happened too. Yep. I had a feeling that was about to happen. Those fucking lightning balls, I didn't see them. It's these fucking shitheads. They do like a bajillion fucking million, 80 quintillion fucking points of damage. Interesting. Holy crap. Oh my god, I just saw it. Time for another break. This one won't be as long, I promise. But there's still going to be 3 minutes of ads. So, you know, go and like pet your dog or hug your significant other or whatever you have going on for at least the next 3 minutes or so.